What's going on, everybody? We are back like we never left. It's been a little while since the last episode, but we're still gonna move on and grind the series. Episode number 11 already. And we're coming off of just a refresher. Our bank is now profitable. Barely, but it is. And we also are working on this radio station here that we're hopefully gonna link to our banking branch to help, first of all, develop our brand, but again, just to diversify our revenue streams just a little bit, because we now have our real estate empire, our banking sector, and then eventually this radio station, which is pushing to become profitable. We're spending a lot of money on new content, but our rating continues to go up. I still don't know which of these is our... I think we're green compared to local advertisers, so... that makes sense, and our revenue is growing, so we're still going to let that ride. I don't think there's anything we can really do about it now. One thing I do want to do is potentially link this to our banking branch, since if we look at our competition, we're really not a threatening force yet. Still being dominated by Panasonic and Starbucks, Hitachi, HP, LG. All these competitors. Our service quality isn't that bad. It's just our branding isn't there. So I think the strategic move that we need to make next is link this radio station to our banking branch, which will hopefully help with deposits and also help with, well, just a solid revenue stream for us as well. So let's see if we can link this. And I don't know how much this is going to affect our bottom line, because I assume if we spend money on this, it should go right back into our radio station. So I'm going to make it pretty conservative right now. Spend about $500,000 on branding. And then hopefully that will develop over time. Someone last episode, I think, also commented too that I should pay back my bonds, or our bonds that are currently outstanding. I don't know if I can. I don't know if Kraft and IKEA and Costco want to give them up. So these just mature in 2039 anyways. It's not that far out. I can buy back these 2041 bonds, though, from public bondholders. And we have the cash to do so. So I think that's the first move that we're going to make. That'll free up some cash. We're going to save on interest, because, I mean, these are yielding 5 points, almost 6%. I know some of you mentioned that we could take out loans from our own bank, that it would actually potentially be cheaper for us. So if we need to raise capital again in the future, we're probably going to look to do that. But we're generating over 140 mil in operating profit, so I'm not too worried about potentially either diluting our share count even further or raising more debt. I don't think we'll have to do either, hopefully. But yeah, so okay, this is because of the advertising. We're back negative. Not really surprised. I just hope to see this continue to scale our revenue. As long as this continues to increase, it should outperform the increase in expenses. Should be a positive sign, though, for our revenue, our firm revenue, but it's not looking like it. Unfortunate. Oh well. So let's see what it does to our branding. I just want to hope this goes in the right direction. 2. All right, better than 1. So that's fine. We're gonna leave it at that. I want to make sure deposits are still increasing, and it looks like they are slowly. So that's always good. That's going to be more money that can be lent out to other consumers that need capital. And again, hopefully this will continue to go back towards 0. Took a little bit of a dive due to the spending, but I think our balance sheet is really healthy. We're not paying 4.5%. I want to try to capture larger margins, and right now we're around 5%, which I think is really good. So I don't think we're going to do mess with that yet. I think the only mistake we can make really with our bank right now is expanding too fast, and what I mean by that is opening too many branches. So we're going to stick with that, see if we can become profitable, and leave it at that. So with 95 million in cash and hopefully no more infusions into our bank, I'm going to look to put some of this back into the market. I think there's some good plays. It just depends on who wants to actually sell me their shares. So out of the very limited options we have, I mean, none of these are owned by the public, unfortunately. Okay. Michelin. An option. And that's it. Really? Yeah, it looks like it's the only one. Unless we pay a premium to one of these existing shareholders. And you know, I think there might come a time where that's worth. Sony's owned by one shareholder, and I don't even know what we're not offer 452. What if we he doesn't even want to sell stock to us, so it's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get into CBS. No. Demand 163 a share. Yeah, I want somewhere to park my money, but there's no options. 658 a share? Yep, nope. No thanks. I'm just looking at any companies with just lower PEs, so I know it's some sort of a value play, hopefully. Can't really go wrong. We just buy and hold. We don't need the money right now. And we're back to where we started. Michelin. What do they even do? Internet focused. Okay. Generating about $1 billion. Fifth in internet. Really good margins. Okay. You know what? It's not a bad place to park our money. Especially since we wanted to pay a premium, so we're just gonna see how that plays out. Let's see, back to the stock exchange. I'm gonna make this about, I don't know how to make this. I don't want to buy this much. It looks like we have two options. Really don't want to. It's unfortunate. So can I buy like a less portion? No. This just says 2 plus signs. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to be spending big. Which is fine. It's not the end of the world. So we'll park about 120 mil. In this internet, not even startup, they're profitable. And we'll see how that goes. So that leaves us with about 10 mil. I'm not worried again. We're generating a lot of cash. It's a good time to check on our real estate. See where we're at. There's any demand? No. Not really. Almost. In the city, no. It's unfortunate. But that just means we're going to generate really consistent cash flows. There's a constant demand. They should be at almost 100% occupancy. Our revenue is flatlining here. Don't know what's going on. And our brand is still 1. Okay. You know what? Maybe we don't need the branding yet. Then I just still want to be profitable. So let's get rid of that. See, it didn't do anything positive. And this should eventually help us become profitable then in August. if that advertising goes away. So now we can actually see some more growth. As long as we're increasing deposits slowly enough where we can loan them back out, generate good margins, then that's probably fine. What we need to see is this number continue to increase. And it is. Maybe. Slowly. It's a process. So that's fine. I think now what I'm going to do is fast forward until we have a little more cash on hand, let things run, and I will meet you back here in a hot minute. Alrighty, everybody, we are back, and a few months have passed. We're continuing to grow. We have about 75 mil in cash now, and one thing I noticed is our bank is still pretty flat as far as profit. I thought most of that would happen organically. That could be my mistake. So what I'm thinking is we take around 50 mil of this cash that we have on hand and inject it, just because I think injections are healthy as long as our bank is growing. Hopefully that's the final push to really push this into profits that actually are meaningful to us. So yeah, if we give the bank around 50 more, let's see, that should hopefully push them to a point where they can generate significant incomes off of these loans. And our margins just naturally go up when we make these injections. So it's pretty fascinating, and it looks like our profits are already reversing. So it makes sense, and we have the cash to do so. I wish we could generate it a little faster. So as this pushes closer to 200 mil, I think we'll get there. Our rating continues to go higher, I think, or maybe it's just flatlining around 30. Oh, wow, that was not good timing. All right, that's fair. I should have seen this coming. We had bonds to pay off, and we're just not liquid. So what I think I'm gonna do here is just sell some. Oh wow, this investment did not go the way I planned. I don't really want to get out of it yet. So let's see. What else can we do? Can we borrow from our own bank? We can. Rates aren't that great, but I think they're actually better than the bonds I swear the bonds we were just paying were 80 or 8% or so. So do we have any money in the no, we didn't deposit any. Let's go ahead and borrow. I don't know what this will do to. I don't think this should affect the liquidity of our bank. So we'll borrow 50 mil. That'll put us at 100. We'll be able to repay those bonds. We did. Okay, so that leaves with around 16. Our profits are going to suffer just a little bit. Wow, I have 10 mil. I forgot about the 10 mil I had in the bank. So yeah, these margins are looking really good. I want to see the loans to corporations. It should just be us. Yeah. So I think this is money we are generating, correct? Has to be. So it has to be a positive sign. And we're back in the green. I just want to increase deposits, really. I think that's how we scale. I'm weary about opening another branch yet. Somehow our branding's at 3. After we got rid of our sales and marketing budgets. Okay, we'll take it. I want to, okay, this continues to go up. I don't know what happened here, but our content quality is 52 and our rating's just over 30%. We're still negative, and it's probably going to be a while before this term is profitable. But a lot of it's just managing our positions. I was thinking of averaging down. I mean, now we're only down 7% or so on Michelin. If the market turns around, I think it'd be really nice to have some more cash on hand that we can liquidate from this position. Maybe if I cut it in half once this actually starts to grow, because I don't think. Yeah, their dividend is basically non-existent. They got pretty hit hard, of course, right when we get in. But we're still in expansion. I mean, everything's looking good. I think one of the last things I want to do in this episode, though, is make a push to 200 mil. And we can do that through, I would say, real estate. Like, that's our kind of go-to. But after seeing the demand for real estate is just not there, I think we're going to try to expand into a different industry. And we have the radio station, but it's not profitable. I want something that's profitable now that can just add some cash flow again. So what I'm thinking, I wish I knew how hotels worked. I don't know if any of you know, but if we open a hotel that and expanded to tourism, I think that fits us pretty well, especially since we're already in real estate. I want to get into insurance eventually, but that's going to be a whole nother cash grab, I think. So we're still not exactly clear on our banking venture. So what I'm thinking is we go into something just high margin. I don't know if a bar's high margin or not. Either a bar or a pizzeria, or just something general. But I don't know how long that's gonna last. I remember we did the beginning. And then the business shop is something we're gonna do once we start to expand into insurance, but it's something we can do now. So, can I check the demand for products first before we do that? I swear that was around here somewhere. All these markets, though, are gonna be, yeah. It's very fragmented, unfortunately. But if we take a look over the long run, our operating profits gone up consistently. When you look at a lot of these other firms, it's not as stable. We picked a good industry. We're about 12 mil away anyways from 200, so you know what? I think I'm gonna leave alone these retail stores because I don't know what industry I want to go into, actually. That's probably just an indecisive move, but I guess we stick to what we believe in, so, and what we know. Let me take a look at the cities again and try to pick the best one. Oh, politics. You know, going off on a little tangent, I would say it'd be interesting to try to get into Michael Bloomberg. Interesting. To get into politics, I don't know what benefits it has. I haven't really messed around with politics too much in this game yet, but I do have all the DLC, so it'd be interesting as something to explore in a future episode. Yeah. So probably our best bet is Pettibone with commercial buildings. Otherwise, I mean, nothing's really in demand yet. But wow, this just spiked up to 194 mil. So this should be pretty easy if we just put one more in Pettibone. Yeah, we still have all this space right here to do something with. I'm surprised. We have around 71 mil. That should be enough for one, I think. Yeah. So, let's just put it on the corner here. There's nothing here. Wow, all right, we did not pick the best area, actually, according to these ratings, but that should be okay. Over time, I still think real estate's fair safe haven. At least right now. So, we're gonna wait to fill that up. We should hit 200 mil shortly. I noticed when I'm on a screen, the simulation goes a little faster. I think it just lags behind because of the amount of competitors in this game already. Kind of hard to run. So, yeah, I'll probably keep it on the screen until we hit 200. What else can we do here? Another thing I'm thinking of, it'd be really cool to make some sort of strategic acquisition, but it would have to be someone that plays in the same realm as us. And, I mean, in the banking sector, I don't know how easy that is. I think it's just time we, again, solidify at least profitability in banking, get cash flows over 200 mil. Our radio station, hopefully, will be profitable by then. And then look into insurance. I think that fits right in. We're really going to be a kind of a Geico. I mean, Warren Buffett's going to love us. He likes that business model. So, yeah, I mean, we'll have real estate, banking, and then hopefully move into insurance probably next episode, I would say. Because we've done all we can. It's just a matter of injections every once in a while and then opening new branches. But we need a lot of cash for that. And I think that comes with time. I think what we're going to do is with the money, hopefully, okay, this is not turning, this investment isn't exactly helping, but once this investment turns around, I think what we're going to do is use these funds to open a second branch, and then hopefully deposits will increase a lot faster, allowing the bank to scale. We're probably going to have to make another injection after that, but I think that's fine. We can take money from, well, actually, yeah, we just take a loan for our own bank or raise money in the bond market again. The rates are pretty high, so yeah, we're going to be paying a pretty decent amount of interest. But again, it's all in the course of expansion. So I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I know it's been a while, but we are back and ready to roll. So I will see you all next time, and you enjoy your week.